Hello everybody, it's me, Rachel. In today's video, I'm going to do a get ready with me. The majority of the stuff that I'm going to be using is like stuff from my project pans, but also I got an order from Makeup Geek because it seems like they're redoing a lot of their things, and I got their foiled pigments and some of their glitters for $1. So, and then I bought also a pan. So these are the things that I'm going to be using today. I probably won't use the glitters in today's video because I still have to film after this, and I just don't need glitter all over me as it already has gotten all over me. Good. So I'm going to put this headband on to start with because I need to just not want to deal with my hair today, and also I like the way it pulls all my hair back. Anyways, so the first thing I'm going to start with, this is not in my project pan, but it's something I am trying to use up because it's almost gone, and I do like it. This is the e.l.f. Under Eye Primer, and I'm going to put this on and start with that. So I put this on my under eyes, and then I'll put it on my lids. I don't know, I just feel like it does a little bit of extra something. I've been using it for a while. I actually have 2 tubes, and they're both relatively half used up because I kind of forgot about having 2, and then now I've been using them simultaneously. Then I have this. I tend to get like really dry skin on my nose, and it just is okay. And then my foundation I'm using is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation and Brightening Complex. This is one that is in my project pan, and I no longer purchase from Physicians Formula, but you know what's up. So I'm going to put some of this on. I've actually been mixing this with other foundations, and just because I like to mix stuff up and change it up a bit. So I'm going to actually do that right now. Just a little bit. I'm going to put some of this Crease high HD coverage. And the foundation that I'm using today, the foundation brush, I'm using the Cargo Magic brush. I actually really like this. It's probably one of the few Cargo products that I did in that video. I will link it. All the videos that I'm talking about today I will be linking, but I do really like it. It's a nice dense brush. So, and I really do like the Physicians Formula foundation. That's like why I bought it. I like those doe foot applicator foundations. Especially for personal use. Maybe not so for like professional use, because the best thing for that is pumps, or like even like these dropper ones are best. And I really like the coverage of that. Okay, now that I have my foundation on, I'm going to take this off. I only like to wear it for so long. Alright, now I'm going to move on to my concealer. I'm going to powder last, and I'm going to conceal a little bit right now. Pat this in just a little bit. I'm not going full coverage for concealer. And then I'm going to mix blushes today. I'm going to do a cream and a powder because I've been wanting to try that. So let's go ahead and try that right now. This is my favorite brush to blend in cream things. I like a good dense brush, not so much a stipple brush. So the blush that I'm going to try to use today, I haven't tried this. I've been using this a little bit, and I'm kind of don't know if I like it very much. So this is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Flush Blush. So I put it on, and I'm going to take, because it's really hard to pick this up, so You have to either use your fingers, a sponge. I haven't really figured out the method that I like the most, so I've tried this, and I think today I put a little bit too much on, so I'm going to pat it through. But, like I've said in the past, I like blush, so I'm going to blend this in. Alright, I kind of like that. It's very natural coverage looking. I'll blend this through. I like the way that this smells. The thing about this cream blush is that, like, a little bit doesn't really go a long way. And if your face eats your blush, you know, kind of just disappears throughout the day, a good tactic for that is to layer. So just like we're doing right now. So now I'm going to go in with my foundation brush and just kind of pat it out. And that is that. So I'm going to go ahead and powder just lightly on those areas and try to avoid around the eye area. So this is not part of my project pan, but I'm just showing you that it's pretty much basically almost gone. This is the Too Faced powder that I've been trying to use. And every time I use it, a lot of big chunks come out, which is not a bad thing, but it's like getting to that point where it's almost going to be unusable. And I don't like to repress powder like face powders, because I just don't think that the consistency comes back the same. So that's just my preference. I've pressed eyeshadows and highlighters and and blushes, but I just don't like to press. This is like a powder foundation, so I feel like they just don't ever come out the same, and then I just tend to not want to use them after that. So I just try to use them as much as I can while they're in their original form. So for right now, I'm going to go on and just do my brows. So a lot of people have been using eyebrow foundations, and it's basically just like a wax is this sense that I got from it. So I have this Salon Perfect. It's really because I've been using it a lot. It's really a tiny nub, but I do like the concept of this eyebrow foundation trick. So I'm going to try that today and see what we can get from it. So I'm going to take this wax crayon and just kind of run it over my brows. There's like a tiny, like, clear, invisible hair that's getting me. And I am going to take the NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil and kind of run this through. But I will just be right back for this. Okay, we have our brows done. What do we think? Good? Not good? Let's zoom in a little bit so that we can do some of our face, some of our eyes. So let's go through. I have my order form. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 items that were $1. So I have, and then one thing that was $2. So this telepathic foiled pigment right here was $1. And then let's see, illusion was $1. This is kind of a pink. This is a pink toned one. And then I have this green one, which I'm so excited for because, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to use this one today with the green look that we're doing. And this one is Voodoo. Voodoo was actually $2, but look at the color of this, guys. Goodness me. Okay. So then I have Solstice and Satellite. So Solstice was $1 and Satellite was $1. These are the sparklers, like their pigment, like their glitters. So let's see. It's like really bad. I mean, they're essentially really, really finely loose. I mean, it's getting all over me because I had to open them and look at them, didn't I? And then this one's a beautiful minty green. Okay. And then I had ended up getting this palette, and then I accidentally got two of the same shade right here. So I accidentally got Enchanted Forest 2 times, and Mother Nature mini palette is $14.99. So essentially I only spent $30 for all of these products, and in the past it would be way more than that. So I want to play with all this today, and I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids because most definitely I want to do that. So I'm going to be using the Smashbox 24-Hour Photos Finish Eyeshadow Primer. And put a little bit on my finger and rub it together and place it on my lid. So I haven't finished my face yet because I don't know exactly what kind of fallout we're going to have, but I do have that cream blush on still. So the two foiled pigments I might play with today, I know I'm going to do Voodoo, which is the green, and then I have Telepathic, which is like the white gold kind of color. So the other thing that I'm going to pull out is this palette from my Project Pan because it has all the neutral tones in it, which I'm going to need because I just have a bunch of greens. So with that being said, let's move on to the eyeshadow look. So I'm going to start with going into the NYX palette, and I'm going to pick up this shade right here. And I'm just kind of using this as our transition and a nice like clean slate for our lid, and it's just really messily in the crease so we can have a smooth transition from lid to crease to brow bone. Okay, I have my trusty mirror from the doll hair store, or for other people at the dollar store. Alright, just kind of building this up slowly and lightly so that we can get a transition that's actually decent. And I can do some green that will blend beautifully on top of that. Okay, brush, just like a nice domed brush. And I'm going to go in with the lightest shade in here. It'll be up on the screen showing you what the actual name is. So I'm going to build this color up a little bit on my brush, tap off just a little bit, and then focus this on, I'm not pulling it too far into the crease, but I'm just putting it on the outer corner and pulling it in. So we've taken Meant to Be and put that all on the outer corner. I don't know why I have this stick. That was so, put it on our outer corner and blending it up into the crease, but not focusing it in the crease. Just really blended and beautiful colors. Okay? Okay. So now the next thing, I'm just going to go straight into this shade right here. And this is the one that I'm going to focus on to the crease area. He is going to be our main crease color. And then we have some great definition. Alright, so there is that green shade blended into the crease, and now I'm going to take the darkest green, I bet you didn't see this coming, and put this in the basic, in the outer corner. And I'm going to use a very small, precise brush, talked about this brush before, and I really like it. So I'm going to take this, alright, so there is that dark green, and I pulled it far into the inner corner because I really want it to help that other foiled shadow pop. And right now what I'm going to take is a nice fluffy brush and kind of clean up the brow bone area. And just kind of brighten this up just a bit. Before I go in with the foiled shade, I'm going to take this shade right here and get a nice precise brush. Pick some up, and I'm going to pull this on the inner corner. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the foiled shadow, and I'm simply just going to take a nice flat brush like so and put that on the lid. I am not going to wet my brush. I know some people like to do that, but I just feel like I can get better. I like it better not to do that, okay? Alright, so there is our green, emerald, if you will, eyes, and I have quite a bit of fallout, but it is only my fault because I didn't want to use a setting powder to apply the foil. So I'm going to take a stipple brush and remove that, and then take my foundation brush and try to remove the excess, and then now I will go in with my concealer and conceal. Clean up this part. Now I'm going to powder under my eyes with my e.l.f. Multicolor palette, if you will. I'm not sure what its actual name is. Now I'm going to line my lids with the Hank and Henry liner. Alright, so that is the eye look. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of blush on, just a little bit over the top of our blush that we already had, just to kind of bump it up because our eyes are so beautifully intense. Alright, and now I'm going to take this Super Shock cheek thing, whatever it's called, and put some of this on for highlight because I like the way this looks. Alright, now I'm going to put some mascara on. This is the Warrior Princess mascara from Flower Beauty, and I've actually fallen deep. I've almost married this mascara. I love it so much. It's such a good one, and it's drugstore, so that's even better. Alright, and I'm not going to do any contouring or anything because we have major focus right here, and I'm not going to go underneath here, although I very much could, but personally that's just not where I liked it to be a little bit more open. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, but I am so in love with this greens. I used to always love to use green shadow. That was my go-to like color. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys here. What do you think though? Actually, let's throw a lip on real quick. I was gonna kind of just leave it as it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw on my Lord and Berry lip and see how this looks. Alright, well, I guess I'll just call it there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!